Let us solve the second numerical. When two resistors are connected in series, their effective resistance is 80 ohm. When they are connected in parallel, their effective resistance is 20 ohm. What are the values of the two resistances? So children, as explained you all yesterday, the effective resistance of series is given to be 80 ohms and that of the parallel is given to be 20 ohms. Means what is given? The RS and the RP values are being given. We know that there are two resistors that are connected in series and parallel. So we have to find out the values of those two resistors. So coming towards the solution, so you all can see that in the solution it is being written, let the two resistances be R1 and R2. As we do not know the value, that is why we will be assuming the first one as R1 and the second one as R2. Then the effective resistance in series is 80 ohms and effective resistance in parallel is 20 ohm. Now children, while solving the derivation, we have already come to know that the general formula for effective resistance of series is written as RS is equal to R1 plus R2. And that of parallel is written as 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. My dear students, as there are only two resistances, that is why we are taking it as R1 plus R2 and 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. So we know that RS is equal to R1 plus R2. So what is the value of RS? It is 80. So writing down 80 over here. For the time's sake, we will be assuming that the value of R2 is 80 minus R1. We just shifted this R1 to the side of 80. Now talking about 1 upon Rp, so it is 1 upon 20. The value of Rp is 20. So it is 1 upon 20 is equal to, we will be cross multiplying. So when we cross multiply, we get R1 plus R2 upon R1 dot R2. So children, now shifting this over here, again cross multiplying. So we will be getting R1 R2 is equal to 20 R1 plus R2. Now my dear students, over here again there is R2. So instead of writing R2, we will be writing down 80 minus R1. 80 minus R1 is again equal to R2. So writing that down is equal to 20 R1 plus, again over here it is R2. So instead of writing R2, we will be writing 80 minus R1. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Now children, we will be opening the brackets. So it will be 80 R1 minus R1 into R1 will give you R1 square is equal to. Now children, over here it's only 1600 written. Why is it so? Because 20 into R1 will give you 20 R1 and over here when you multiply you will be getting again 20 R1, but this will be plus 20 R1 and this will be minus 20 R1. That is why it will be getting cancelled. So you are just left with 1600. That is 20 into 80 is 1600. Then children, we will be rearranging it. Okay, we will be shifting this. We do not want this minus sign. So children, we will be shifting all to one side. So we get R1 square minus 80 R1 plus 1600 is equal to 0. Now children, over here we will be expanding this 80 R1 which is there. So we will be writing it in this form. So now from here, if we consider these two terms and these two terms, we will be getting R1 common. So R1, again R1 minus 40 minus, from here, from these two terms, you can remove 40 common. So 40 R1 minus 40 is equal to 0. Now children, again you can write it as R1 minus 40, R1 minus 40. That is this two terms which are there, you can just write one single term and this R1 minus 40 you will be writing here. So now shifting these terms, so you will be getting R1 minus 40 is equal to 0. Again R1 minus 40 is equal to 0. So children, shifting this minus 40 to the other side, so you will be getting R1 is equal to 40 ohms. Again R1 is equal to 40 ohms. So you got the value for the first resistor. Now how you will be finding the value for second resistor? So you will be substituting the value of R1 in this equation. So you will be getting R2 is equal to 80 minus 40. 40 is the value of R1. So again R2 is 40. So the two resistances are 40 ohms and 40 ohms.